Do you still believe our ancestors were just hunter-gatherers? No knowledge of the stars, science, and complicated engineering in 2025? Well, clearly you haven't heard the story of Malcolm Bendall and the Thunderstorm Generator, a machine that taps into real, ancient technology. Meet Malcolm Bendall, former engineer and inventor who walked away from conventional energy systems after a revelation, his invention, the Thunderstorm Generator. And he believes it's a modern reveal of lost ancient energy systems, once used by civilizations across the world. Civilizations that built structures that we can't fully explain to this day. So what exactly is the Thunderstorm Generator? In simple terms, it's an internal combustion engine retrofit that uses implosive energy rather than explosive combustion. It breaks down water to hydrogen and oxygen using resonance plasma arcs. The generator uses sacred geometry, or precisely tuned geometry, to create vacuum implosions. These implosions, not explosions, generate immense pressure and temperature changes. The result? Almost complete fuel burn, zero carbon buildup, and the byproduct of the engine? Pure oxygen. That means the smoke coming out of your engine is cleaner than the air you breathe. Like I said, the engine itself is based on sacred geometry ratios, the Fibonacci sequence, golden mean spirals, and all of the things that would solve how the ancient people were able to build such immense structures around the globe. Bendall isn't just guessing either. He points to ancient devices like the Djed pillar in Egypt, which some believe was an energy conduit. He claims these structures were using similar plasma-based implosive energy, harnessing water, sound, and geometry as an integrated power source. One of his most controversial ideas, these civilizations didn't just disappear due to decline, but due to deliberate suppression. Suppression of knowledge that would eliminate fossil fuel industry, the global warming industry, solar industry. This would eliminate everything. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can an engine's emissions be cleaner than the air that you're breathing? Well, you don't have to guess. Malcolm Bendall has built this and tested this theory. And now, let's take a look at this video.
So here we are with Malcolm Bendall at the factory.
Yeah, and we just zeroed out the Kane gas analyzer. So you can see it's 21.56% oxygen, and so you got CO2 is at 0, carbon monoxide 0, and hydrocarbon 0. So it's just it's now slowly normalizing there. So this gives us our baseline, yeah. We're here with our machine. So this is the best for the reduction of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and hydrocarbons. Carbon is 3 heliums. You add 1 more helium, 4 heliums is oxygen. So we're simply pulling the carbon apart and putting it back together again. And it's as simple as that. It's too simple. That's why no one can understand it. Right, so the question is, what size spheres? Well, the spheres, like for example, on this motor, would go up to a range from around about 300 cc's to about 450 cc's for the that's 4, 3, 2, 4 inch, 3 inch, 2 inch. That ratio is important because the ratio is the same as the radius of the sun, which determines is the volume of time, 51.84 square inches, which means this resonates at the frequency of time itself, so that time pulls apart. The sun is a time frequency imprinting device, and so the moon's a timekeeper. So basically, by applying this frequency to the carbon, it makes it fall apart. And as I said, take the 3 heliums that makes up carbon and add 1 more helium and you've got oxygen. We'll take you through the generation of the plasmoids happens in this water here. This is called the bubbler. The plasmoids are born there from imploding microbubbles, and then they come through, they get charged inside this chamber here, and basically the water literally explodes and puts a big pressure back on the bubbler. So those bubbles that have expanded, then when through the vacuum, it's pulled through, comes in here and literally explodes so that the pressure goes back the other way and collapses the bubble. And that collapse is, if you look at Oppenheimer and Schneider paper in 1939, the power of that collapse is the same pressures and temperatures of the sun. So it's fusion. Yep. So and then they get charged between this and this sphere. They get charged. There's a 0 point here because there's a North Pole, South Pole, and equatorial plane, or the event horizon is here. So basically, the carbon comes out here, reaches the event horizon where there is no frequency, falls apart, and then is reconstituted here as oxygen, and the oxygen comes out here. Look, oxygen's down to 3%. Now it's, wait, we do it again. Perfect, yeah? 12. But now, this one's down. Because the engine itself, the engine is now infused with the plasmoid. So this one's now down. You got the summary there of, we started up here, yeah? And the last one we got, like when we put it back, was 12%. So, but you'll notice the thing is that the carbon monoxide here was 9.5%. And from the same point, after it's been running for a while, the plasmoids have actually gone into the engine, and the engine itself and the piston now has their magic in it. The plasmoids are actually inside the engine, and it's made a huge difference. And it's good we left it here because it gave it time to discharge. So now it's charged again. It takes about 10 minutes for that to charge. It's actually done its work because now the piston is bringing the carbon monoxide, even without this thunderstorm generator, is bringing the carbon monoxide down to 0.18% here and to 0.19%, down from the original, when we first started it, 9.54%.
The Thunderstorm Generator could be the missing link between ancient technology and modern science. So if this device works and has been tested, why have you never heard of it? Some claim this isn't just overlooked, it's purposely suppressed. Bendall himself claims he's being monitored. And considering the machine might offer near zero emissions and a 90+% efficiency, it raises questions: who stands to profit from keeping this suppressed? Other independent engineers who've tested the Thunderstorm Generator have claimed smoother torque, cleaner exhaust, and higher mileage. Others, of course, are always going to claim pseudoscience. But not one person can explain away the unusual behavior of the plasma. Now, there's so much more detail I could go into about the Thunderstorm Generator, which I will probably continue to be making videos about, and more information begins to come out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is it just pseudoscience, or is it a rediscovery of ancient technology that's older than history itself? Thanks guys for watching, and please like and share the video. It helps with getting this information out to the masses, because the more people who know about this information, the harder it is to suppress. Thanks again guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.